Welcome back to the today's class on advanced switchgear. Today we will be seeing about development test, type test and routine test. Introduction to testing circuit breakers. Testing of circuit breaker is more difficult than that of testing other electrical equipment like transformer and electrical machine because the short circuit current are very large. So, while testing a circuit breaker, we need to perform short circuit testing. So, during a short circuit testing, the current required to test the circuit breaker is very large, which is compared while testing other components such as electrical machines and transformer is very less. So, testing of circuit breaker is a very difficult process. There is no satisfactory method of testing circuit breaker at a reduced power. So, still now we have no methods to test the circuit breaker at a reduced power. Testing of circuit breaker can be classified into development test, type test, routine test, reliability test and commissioning test. Development test. These are carried out on components, sub-assemblies and complete circuit breaker during and after the development of the circuit breaker. So, when a circuit breaker prototype is developed, during the development process, each and every element and every mechanism and every substances which are present in the circuit breaker is subjected to development test. The designers and research scientists verify effect of various parameters on behavior of circuit breaker by conducting development test. So, while conducting development test, the various parameters and the characteristics of the materials which are used in the circuit breaker can be verified by the designers and the research scientists. Development tests are not specified in standards. So, while performing development test, there are no standard ratings such as Indian standard or American standard for the performance of development test. Type test. This test is conducted on first few prototype circuit breakers for the purpose of proving capabilities and confirming rated characteristics of circuit breaker of that design. So, a type test is conducted only in a few prototypes to verify the capability and confirm the rated characteristics of the circuit breaker which is designed for. Such tests are conducted in specially built testing laboratories. So, these type tests are made in specially built laboratories. Type tests are performed as per recommendation of Indian standard. Type test can be broadly classified into 7 categories: mechanical performance test, thermal stress. So, mechanical performance test will make the test depending on mechanical characteristics, the movement of braking and making contacts, and the operating mechanism are tested. In thermal test, the temperature rise of the several aspects of the switchgear are tested. Dielectric test or insulation test, short circuit test in order to check making capacity, braking capacity, short time rating current and operating duty of a circuit breaker are tested using short circuit test. On dielectric test, the insulation of the circuit breaker is tested. Reliability test, commissioning test and routine test. So, these are all the 7 types of test available in type testing of a circuit breaker. Mechanical performance test, that is the endurance test. The breaker should be in a position to open and close satisfactorily. So, in case of fault, the moving and the fixed contact should be in position to open the arc or trip the circuit. So the mechanical performance of the moving contact should be in a satisfactory manner. In mechanical test, circuit breaker is opened and closed several times, say 1000 times. So in a mechanical test, the circuit breaker is opened and closed for 1000 times. Some operations are by energizing relay, remaining or by closing trip circuit by other means. So while during the mechanical performance test, the moving operation is done by energizing relay and some are done by closing the trip circuit. Mechanical test on high voltage AC circuit breakers are connected without current and voltage in main circuit. So while performing mechanical performance test, the high voltage circuit breaker is not connected with the high voltage current and voltage in the main contacts. Out of 1000 operations, about 100 operations are made by connecting main contact in series with the trip circuit. So while performing mechanical performance test, only 100 operations are made by connecting the main contact in series with the trip circuit. No adjustment or replacement of parts is permitted during the mechanical test. So adjustment or replacement of parts is not permitted because the mechanical structure of the circuit breaker should be very stable and intact. Lubrication is permitted as per manufacturer's instruction. So only mechanically we can lubricate the parts which are present in the moving components of the circuit breaker, and this is permitted as per the instruction given by the manufacturer of the circuit breaker. After the test, contact linkages and all other parts should be in good condition and should not show any permanent deformation or deterioration. So after conducting the mechanical performance test, the parts of the circuit breaker, that is the moving parts of the circuit breaker, are closely examined, and after the conduction the parts should be in a very good condition and there should not be any permanent deformation or deterioration of the metal parts which are moving in the circuit breaker. The dimension should be within the original limits. Successful performance in mechanical endurance test prove adequacy of design and also good quality of material and manufacturer. So when a mechanical endurance test is proved, then it will shows very good quality of material is used by the manufacturer. Temperature rise test. Alternating current of rated value and rated frequency is passed through closed circuit breaker continuously till steady temperature is attained. So a rated value of current at rated frequency is passed in the circuit breaker continuously till a steady temperature is attained. Reading of temperature for various conducting, insulating and structural parts are taken at an interval of 1 or half an hour. So the temperature readings are taken from the conducting part, insulating part and structural part of a circuit breaker under test for an interval of 1 or half an hour. When steady temperature is reached, maximum temperature rises to each part should be less than the permissible limit. So after the temperature reaches a steady value, the maximum temperature rise should be in the permitted value given by the manufacturer. When circuit breaker in closed condition carries normal current, heat is generated in current carrying parts due to I square RT loss. So we know that I square R loss creates heat in the metal parts. So when current is carrying at the normal circuit level, then this current will heat up the metal parts which are carrying the current. So this temperature rise should be within the limit. The heat is dissipated by conducting, convection and radiation. So the metal parts will eliminate the heat or discharge the heat by the process of conduction, convection and radiation. To maintain temperature rise within specified limit, I square R losses should be reduced by increasing conductor cross section, using suitable low resistivity material, improving convection, conduction and radiation of heat. To reduce the temperature rise due to the flow of current in the metal part, then we need to reduce the resistance of the metal. So a very good quality of metal should be employed in the circuit breaker current carrying parts. This current carrying metal part should have a very low resistivity, and this metal part should able to transfer the heat by the means of conduction, convection and also radiation. Temperature rise test. Test setup is illustrated in the figure. You can see the main contacts of the main circuit breaker. After that a transformer is present, and after the transformer the testing circuit breaker is here, and the voltage across the circuit breaker can be measured using the voltmeter, and the current can be measured using the current transformer. Current is obtained from special transformer which gives required continuous current at a low voltage 5 volt to 15 volt. So this is the special type of transformer, and this transformer will able to give a continuous current rating at 5 volt to 15 volt. Current regulation on primary side is 210 volt bar 440 volt. So the regulation of the special type of transformer is 210 to 440 volt. The test is made in 3 single phase or 3 phase of a circuit breaker. So this test is made in the 3 phases of the circuit breaker or in 3 single phases of a circuit breaker at separate times. Single phase tests are permissible for outdoor circuit breakers. So when a circuit breaker is connected outdoor, then single phase test is permissible. Temperature rise is measured by means of a thermocouple. Output of thermocouple is measured by potentiometer or digital voltmeter. So the temperature rise which is present in the metal insulating parts and the body of the circuit breaker can be measured using a thermocouple, and this thermocouple will be delivering a voltage respective to the temperature rise, and this voltage is measured using a potentiometer or a digital voltmeter or a normal voltmeter. This test is performed to check power frequency and impulse voltage with stand capacity. That is, the dielectric test which is performed in a circuit breaker helps us to check the power frequency and impulse voltage withstand capacity of a circuit breaker. Frequency tests are conducted on a clean new circuit breaker. That test voltage varies with circuit breaker rated voltage. So while applying a dielectric test, the frequency which is the power frequency is used, and the dielectric test is conducted on a clean new circuit breaker, and the test voltage depends upon the rated voltage of the circuit breaker. Test voltage with frequency between 15 Hz to 100 Hz is supplied as follows. Between poles with circuit breaker closed, between poles and earth with circuit breaker open, across terminals with circuit breaker open. So these are the three conditions how the test is made at 15 Hz to 100 Hz. Voltage is generally increased and maintained at a test value for 1 minute. So the voltage is generally increased from a lower to a higher level and it is maintained for 1 minute. Impulse test voltage of specified magnitude is applied to the breaker. While performing dielectric test, a impulse test voltage is applied and the dielectric strength of the material can be found. For outdoor circuit breakers, dry and wet tests are conducted. Short circuit test. Circuit breakers are subjected to sudden short circuit in short circuit laboratories. So to conduct a short circuit test, we need a short circuit laboratory. Oscillogram readings are taken to know behavior of circuit breaker at time of switching in and during contact breaking and after arc extinction. So the test laboratory, that is the short circuit laboratory, should contain an oscillogram and the oscillogram readings are taken to find the behavior of the circuit breaker, and this time constraints are made or taken from the oscillogram during breaking and making as well as on arc extinction phenomena of the circuit breaker. The oscillograms are studied with a particular reference to making and breaking currents. So the making capacity and breaking capacity of the circuit breaker can be studied with the help of the outputs obtained from the oscillogram reading during the short circuit test. Both symmetrical, asymmetrical, restriking voltage and switch gears are tested for a number of times at a rated condition. So during a short circuit test, the symmetrical, asymmetrical and restriking voltage and the switch gears are tested for a number of times at the rated current condition to prove that the short circuit fault will not damage the circuit breaker permanently. Reliability test. Type test and routine test are conducted on new circuit breakers and laboratory condition. So a type test will be conducted at the new circuit breakers under laboratory conditions. Performance of circuit breakers installed at site is affected by additional stresses. So the performance of the circuit breaker which are installed in the original sites will be affected by several parameters, and these stress parameters such as variation in ambient temperature, dust, humidity due to repeated operation and maintenance schedule. So several stresses which are created when the circuit breaker is installed in the site are variation in ambient temperature, dust, humidity and repeated operation and different maintenance schedule present in the circuit breaker. Reliability tests are conducted to verify reliability of a circuit breaker and their various processes occurring in actual application. So to rely on a circuit breaker, a reliability test should be conducted in the site. Reliability tests can be conducted in specially built laboratories and also at sites. So these type of reliability tests can be conducted in a specially built laboratory and also at sites. For example, circuit breaker is subjected to extremely low temperature created in climatic test chamber. To create a site environment, the low temperature is created with the help of a climatic test chamber, and this climatic test chamber will first heats up the circuit and the circuit breaker and the test will be carried out. After that a rain or a moisture is made and then the test is carried out and the circuit breaker is chilled to IC level and the test is carried out to undergo to find the reliability of the circuit breaker. After that test, sealing rings and other parts are critically examined. So when a cold or a rainy season or a rain test is made, then the sealing rings and the parts of the circuit breaker are critically examined to find any reliability constraints are present. Routine test. Once type tests are conducted and particular design is found to be satisfactory, the product becomes prototype and a large number of circuit breakers of similar design are manufactured. Once the type test is over in a circuit breaker, then this circuit breaker is found to be satisfactorily designed, and this design is converted into a prototype, and several such circuit breakers in large numbers are manufactured. Each and every circuit breaker is still subjected to few more tests before commissioning. These tests are called routine tests. After the manufacturing of several circuit breakers, each sample of circuit breaker is tested, and this sample testing is known as routine test. These tests are performed in the manufacturer's premises. So, while a circuit breaker is made by the manufacturer, then the circuit breaker is tested in the manufacturer's premises itself. Routine tests confirm proper function of a circuit breaker. Routine test includes three main tests. One is power frequency voltage test, millivolt drop test, and operational test. Power frequency test being same as mentioned under type testing. So, while doing type testing, you will be doing the power frequency voltage test. The second one is the millivolt drop test is performed to determine voltage drop within current path of breaker mechanism. So, the voltage drop between the current path and the insulated path is found with the help of millivolt drop test, which is performed in the routine test. Operation is performed on breaker by simulating its tripping by artificially closing contacts of the relay. So, operational test will include simulating the circuit breaker artificially by closing the contacts of the relay and to ensure the performance and the working of the circuit breaker is in a correct level. Commissioning test. After installations, circuit breakers and protective gears are subjected to commissioning test and are connected on site to ensure proper assembly and operational readiness of equipment. So, after all the tests are considered, the commissioning test is made where the circuit breaker is placed under working. So, when a circuit breaker is connected and it starts to work in a power system, and during the commissioning period, a commissioning test is made to ensure the proper assembly and operational readiness of the equipment. High accuracy is not generally expected in such tests. Commissioning test includes 7 types of test: mechanical operational test, measurement of travel, simultaneously touching of contact. So these two types of test are involved in mechanical operation and the touching of contact at the simultaneous time. That is a 3-phase circuit breaker. All the 3 phases should be break and make at the same time. Pre-commissioning checks, measurements of insulation resistance, resistance between terminal of the pole, open and close operation at the commissioning period of the circuit breaker, checking operation by energizing the relay. So these are all the 7 tests which are made during the commissioning period of a circuit breaker. Thank you.